Hi, I'm Ned Hawkins, Corporate Quality Control Director for the Soule Company in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Today I want to talk to you about a project we got going at two of our facilities. It's an API 1104 pipe fabrication for a large utility compressor station in Michigan. Let me give you a quick overview of our company. We're a 65-year-old Kalamazoo-based operations. We ship and fabricate throughout the United States and throughout the world. With over 120,000 square feet of fabrication facilities, overhead cranes ranging from 5 tons to 50 tons, fully automated and semi-automated welding equipment, this project was perfect for our fabrication facilities. In the past, projects similar to this would have been fabricated in the field. However, fabrication in the field has got its downsides. You got weather conditions to deal with, large crews, multiple trades. All these combined, along with the safety factor, will add to the time and the cost of the project. The API 1104 project is being fabricated in our Mid-Lake facility, which is our largest fabrication facility. Let's go inside. For this process right here, for this project, we developed and qualified 23 new weld procedures for us, the API 1104. All of our weld procedures are logged in before the welder begins operating, and he can only operate within those weld procedures. What you're seeing right now is Bo is changing over from the RMD process over to the pulse process. Everything's computerized. As you see here, this is one of our larger positioners for this project. The reason we go with larger positioners is we'd like to roll as much of the welds as we can. Rolling process, we roll probably 90 to 95% of all of our work. The reason we do this, it produces a higher quality, higher production rate weld. Before each joint begins, the certified welding inspector and our welder operators are going to talk about the joint, review the weld procedure, and to make sure everybody's on the same page before we start the joint. What we're looking at right now is our sub-arc welding positioner station right now with Scott welding on a sub-arc of some 3/4 inch, 24 inch API X60 piping going on right now. As you can see, the sub-arc process has the flux on. The puddle is always maintained inside the flux. Using our positioner, which is timed as well to the weld procedures, you can see up in the controller. This is a great process, high quality, extremely fast welding process. Great care is taken on our weld preparation for our weld joints to make sure that we stay within the 16th inch tolerance high-low allowable for the API 1104 code. Here you're seeing one of our welding operators just double checking the joint and getting it within tolerances before we start welding. So you see right now we got Norm working with Brian here, fitting up a 45. He's running 2 levels. He's running a regular mechanical level, and then we're also using a digital level on the back side to assure that we're going to get the fitting in the right degree. Preheating the joint before welding is a critical step to ensuring a high quality weld. Another benefit to using our indoor facility is that it's always 55 degrees or 60 degrees in here. It cuts down on the preheat times. For this welding process, per the standards of our customer, all weld joints greater than 12 3/4 are going to have a root and hot pass put in using 2 welders before we flip-flop it back and forth. What you're seeing right now is Kevin finishing up the root pass of a joint right now. Most fabrication shops will store the majority of their carbon steel outside. Ours is stored inside to help it keep it clean and secure for fabrication. This is our automated plasma table for cutting pipe. Here we have our operator pre-programming the saw before the cuts begin. Once programmed, you see the cutting head will travel over to its desired cut location, drop down to the elevation. This is a great example of what our fabrication shop can do for you. By using positioners, fixture jigs, we're rotating this large piece of fabrication using 1 employee. An important part of our fabrication facility, since we are a production shop as well, is the use of the barcoding system. Even though we have tools in place to check the fabrication before we start, and we have monitoring during fabrication, we always check the fabrication once it's complete. Here we got our QC department double checking the measurements of the fabrication. Controlled environment, automated weld equipment, higher production rates, 24/7 production tracking, higher quality, and lower cost are just a few of the value-added benefits our fabrication shop can bring to your next project. Please contact us today.